The studies. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we started our evening at 5:15 with executive session that was held for legal and safety and personnel issues. Thanks, Janet. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Boyce?
Here.
Mr. Bova?
Here.
Mrs. Burns? Here. Mrs. Delaney? Here. Mrs. McBride?
Here.
Mrs. Mungo?
Here.
Mr. Ritter?
Here.
Dr. Singh?
Here.
Mrs. Warren?
Here. Do we have any comments from residents on agenda items? No, okay. Awesome. Any board member discussions?
One thing, Dr. Rossi, you said you're going to an IU meeting this week, is that correct?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I sent Dr. Rossi and Leslie this because I don't know what this means. Who knows? This is from the House Education Committee in Harrisburg. This is HR 170. It says, directing the Legislative Budget and Finance Committee meeting to conduct a comprehensive study of the financial impact of pooling all school district property tax revenue at the intermediate unit level and distributing that money to school districts based on their average daily numbers. I have no clue what they're doing. I mean, we have 29 IUs, 500 school districts, and they're talking about a study to look at pooling all the school district tax revenue through the IUs. I don't know why. I will say it passed the committee 13-0. So I guess they're gonna do this. I don't know, but Dr. Rossi said he has an IU meeting, so maybe the IU has a clue what's going on. This is something that sounds like we should keep an eye on this because I can't fathom how this would work. I don't even want to begin to guess.
I don't either.
You know, they could average out everybody's taxes and figure out an Allegheny County based on, I looked all the thing up. Clareton has 2 taxes, did you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So let us know what you find out, if they have a clue or we have to keep an eye out on this and see what they're up to.
Okay. Yes.
So I have 4 things for discussion for the board, if we want. Should we get together and do something in the summer as a board for the community, like a hot dog roast or something like that at Boys Park, just so that folks can come out and meet us face to face? So you don't have to decide on that, just say, wouldn't that be a nice thing that we should think about doing? And if we wanted to do it, we could do it. Number 2, last week, 2 weeks ago, we described some of the beautiful pictures up there. I thought maybe it might be a good idea for us to have Maiko sort of render out the student's name and the grade and everything, and just make a visual montage of it so that the folks at home can see what we all get to be delighted with each week. Or perhaps what we could do is have a media team at Gateway put together a wonderful presentation of all the great artwork that was done by many of the little kids and middle-aged kids and the older kids, and then just run it as a 45-minute loop during the summer so that the kids could see, you know, look at what we drew, what we did, what we built. So that might be a nice idea for us to have one of the teachers act as an advisor and the students put it together and make a production out of it, etc. So we're thinking about that. Do you guys have any thoughts about that? The third
Yes.
one is,
Yes.
should we have a
I have
board?
those on your list.
Go.
Okay, you may remember or not, I had Michael actually show the pictures I had taken when they were displayed at the library.
Sure.
And with music in the background, and it was showing, it's like you said, montage or a collage of the various students from kindergarten all the way through 12. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Is that the one the music went out on?
Yes, of course.
That's fine.
While you were talking, my brain was saying, because while you were saying that, I was thinking, we have some wonderful musicians that, you know, would love to do a solo. Whatever the artwork or the serves the specialty of the student is, we've got this empty time on the cable access stations that we could do something more than what we're doing right now. So if we would, should we do it? And if so, how would we govern it? And on and on and on. So those are nice things to think about.
Yeah,
John,
along that same
We
line.
better check to make sure the cable is still, we're still showing
So I
something.
called my sister Teresa, and she said the Gateway graduation was up.
Okay.
So there. The fourth thing is, we've got the Independence
You
Day.
didn't do 3.
3. Board hosts a hot dog meeting at the community. The media hosts a video broadcast during the summer. The third one is the board retreat. Should we have a board retreat? If so, when and what and why and all that kind of stuff. Fourth thing, we got an Independence Day parade coming up. Shouldn't we have the robotics team or somebody like that
Ready?
throw candy to the kids, or the little kids march with the flags or the horns or something like that? We've got the football team, we've got a couple things. Should we add to that, or is that enough? So we could leverage the Independence Day parade a bit more if we wanted to. So if so, who would do it and how and why and everything else? And then the fifth thing is social media outreach. The kids have the Facebook and the TikTok. What else could we do anything extra to advertise our brand here at Gateway on the social media things? So just stuff to think about.
Anything you'd like to share?
And many of you who may and may not know, this Thursday is Juneteenth, and I always like to mention it, and that's why if you had wanted something in red velvet, and many people even ask, why red? And the color itself is used with Juneteenth. One of the reasons is that, according to one of the historians, he said the tradition of eating red foods likely came from the enslaved Yoruba and Congo people who were brought to Texas in the 19th century, and the color red, they in their culture had said it represents power, sacrifice, and transformation in both of these cultures. So it's a lot of just interesting things, and I have, if anybody wants to see any of the handouts that I have, that does discuss Juneteenth. I always just try to remind people, a lot of times you have a holiday and people don't know why that holiday, what brought it about, when it occurred, and so forth. So I always like to just enlighten you with the history behind why we do what we do for that particular holiday.
Thank you. I was just curious, where are we at with advertisement in, on the school property with sponsorship?
We just met with Jeremy again this morning. It's a little slow. We only have 1 or 2 from the original packet, so we're going to resubmit all that again and try to.
And when you say resubmit to businesses?
Yes, yeah, to get it moving again. Yeah, so we're on 48. We had plans, but that's on hold because of the construction. We just don't want to do anything right now, but. We have opportunities for the pool area, the basketball court, and the football and the stadium as well that we're trying to get some sponsors for.
Off the top of your head, do you remember what you guys are hoping to get as far as revenue with that?
We didn't have a projection per se, yeah. But there's multiple types. So there's the banners, and there's also the scoreboard. If you've been to the stadium, you'll see there's like 3 or 4 placards that aren't being used. So we're trying to sell those as well.
So the ones that have been sold, there have been some that have been sold, right?
Just like 1 or 2, like just some banners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there, are we looking to maybe put that out again or put out
Yes.
another deadline?
Yeah, actually, we have a Monroeville, the Karen magazine that's going to go out, so another barcode is going to be there.
Okay.
And Jeremy's has some more literature to share with the businesses too.
Okay, so the people out there listening, you know someone. It's a good way for us to make some money,
We'll put
right?
it on socials too, Facebook,
Okay.
Twitter, Instagram.
Now you have to advertise.
Yep.
Dr. Rossi, are we still a schedule for the policy change for the rentals of our facilities. July 1st was the date originally they were talking about. Of course, we aren't going to be meeting necessarily in July.
14th, we'll have a meeting on for right now, we have one scheduled in July, the 14th.
We are gonna have
Yeah,
one in July.
there will be policies on the next, actually next Monday, but I'm not sure if the 707 will be ready.
He said something about July 1st.
Right,
so I
yeah, I don't, there are still some things that we have to
have to
flush
figure
out,
it out.
yeah.
Okay, so it could be July when we have that meeting,
Yes,
or August. We prefer to have it done in July.
yeah, ideally, we'd like to have it on next week. And we'd have it done, we'd have it implemented by August.
Mr. Bova, anything?
No, ma'am.
Dr. Singh? Okay. Mr. Zarellas, financial reports.
Thanks, Mrs. McBride. Financial reports, item 4.1, list of bills for June of 2025.
Mr. Burns?
Thank you, Mrs. McBride. So we do have three action items. Items 5.1 through 5.3. These would be additions to our paraprofessional staff for our extended school year program, effective 6/16 through 7/14, at the rate of $19.68.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. Item 6.1, we do have recommendation for an individual to take intermittent FMLA not to exceed 60 workdays for the 2025-2026 school year. 6.2, we have a request for a medical sabbatical for restoration of health for the entire school year. And item 6.3, we have three resignations. Mindy Bramer, Patricia Herzog, and Justin Wright, positions listed as contained herein. And item 6.4, we'll be recommending Shirley Gottman as a staff nurse for University Park for the beginning 25-26 school year.
Thank you. Dr. Shaky?
Thank you, Ms. McBride. Item 7.1, approve the purchase of Amplify Science for grades 5 to 8 for 3-year subscription. Item 7.2, approve the addendum to the Allegheny Intermediate Unit Comprehensive Services Agreement. Item 7.3, approve the agreement between Gateway School District and Pace School for the extended school year program. Item 7.4, approve the renewal of NWEA for MAP growth in the amount of $34,300. Item 7.5, approve the renewal for MAP professional development in the amount of $8,400. Item 7.6, approve the Inventionland Education Gateway High School Library design in the amount of $9,999, part of the PA Smart Grant. Item 7.7, approve the agreement between Gateway School District and Presley Ridge for the 24-25 and 25-26 school years. Item 7.8, approve the agreement between Gateway School District and New Story Schools for the 25-26 school year. And item 7.9, approve the professional development through Envision Ed Plus in the amount of $30,619.58, also part of the PA Smart Grant.
Anybody have any questions for Dr. Shaky? No? Mr. Zarellas, back to you.
Thanks, Mrs. McBride. Item 8.1, approve the resolution between Gateway School District and Forbes Career and Training Center for a GESA project. Item 8.2, approve the sponsors agreement between Gateway School District and the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh for the 25-26 school year. Item 8.3, approve to advertise to bid for food service vehicle. Item 8.4, approve the following vendors from the milk and dairy, bread and bakery bids as listed. Item 8.5, approve the payment of all applicable district bills by the business manager for the month of July of 2025. Item 8.6, approve the renewals and applicable premium payments for the following district insurance coverage policies for the 25-26 fiscal year as listed. Item 8.7, approve the renewals and premium payments for the following applicable
district insurance coverage policies for the 25-26 fiscal year as listed. Item 8.8, approve Michael Zarella as business manager as a district school board treasurer for a one-year period commencing July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Item 8.9, approve the designation of Dollar Bank as a district depository of funds for a one-year period from July 1st of 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Item 8.10, approve the continued investment of district funds with one or more of the financial institutions, the Pennsylvania School District Listed Asset Fund, and any other appropriate FDIC-insured financial institution not specifically listed above during a period of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Item 8.11, approve the agreement from the Allegheny Intermediate Units for Natural Gas from UGI Energy Services LLC from September of 2025 through August of 2028 at a discounted rate since Gateway is a member of the AIU Natural Gas Consortium. And item 8.12, approve the following district donations for the 24-25 school year. PP Industries, $250 for the career fair at Gateway Middle School. And UPMC East donated 9 boxes of non-perishable items for Gateway School District backpack program.
Anybody have any questions for Mr. Zarella?
8.3, can you give us some details? Do we have a food service vehicle now?
We're getting one.
Okay, what does the food service vehicle look like?
Well, it has, number one, it has a refrigerator. It's a refrigerated unit. Right now, we get food delivered to the high school, and it's not the best thing to be transporting frozen food in the summer from building to building. So this is gonna take some of the
So if you could just,
dangers of food contamination, things of that nature.
so if you can just clarify, you said we get it delivered, so they deliver
lot
it
of it
to one
sometimes-
location and then we have to distribute
Right.
that to other locations. And we're doing that in a vehicle that,
Right now,
It's
we're
not a
doing a pickup
refrigerated
truck,
vehicle.
yes.
So have we had a specific problem with food spoiling or someone getting food that made them ill, or is there a, I understand the
Yeah.
concept that this might be
Yeah,
problematic,
well-
but you're not driving around with this
Part of,
frozen food for hours on end, so.
we're short of vehicles because we only have 2 pickup trucks in this, so it's gonna take, we're using the maintenance truck, which will be on next week. So we're using that a lot, so it'll take some of the weight off of that, and it's gonna be a more practical and economical, more efficient to have a food service dedicated vehicle. The maintenance will have their own vehicles.
Well, I'd suggest the refrigerated truck isn't gonna be terribly economic, so let's go back to my original question.
Yeah.
Is there a problem? Have we
Not
had
that I'm aware of, not that I'm aware
food
of.
spoiling or someone having a problem with eating food that might have been
They're
compromised?
currently using one of the district vans.
All
Yeah,
right, so I understand
Yeah.
we may need another vehicle.
Right.
Right.
The
No
vehicle we
problem. What I'm
definitely-
saying is a refrigerated vehicle is a pretty specific thing that's pretty expensive and will largely be used specifically for this purpose.
Right.
And not other purposes, exactly.
right.
Now, it's being, this will be purchased through the food service budget.
Right.
So it will be, right now they're sharing. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, just so you know, they're sharing vehicles right now.
Okay, so again, I understand that we have a need for at least another vehicle. I don't think we've made a strong case that that vehicle needs to be refrigerated. And what's the cost difference between the refrigerated vehicle and another vehicle that can serve the same purpose?
and the maintenance.
Yeah.
Can we see that
I'll
for
find
next
out.
week?
But this, yeah, that was gonna, so this food service refrigerated vehicle is going to be paid not out of our budget, but the food
It's a separate account if you want to explain it. And again, and this is just for
for
bid.
bid, right?
This isn't to purchase
So,
it.
it's just
Dr. Russell, you might want to explain to anyone who's here sort of paying attention how the food service has a different budget than the gateway budget. Because I've heard people ask me this, and I frankly don't have an exact answer. So,
And I don't want, we just had a meeting where we raised the taxes and now, oh, we're buying refrigerated vehicles and all these specialty vehicles, like it, to me, it just, Yeah, oh, Jack, have we used one before? What have we been using and what has been the issue? What has been compromised that now we have to have a specific vehicle?
And if it's all being delivered to the high school, why is it not separated in the orders, that it could get dropped?
Some of it is just because of logistics. If it comes in a big tractor trailer, there's forklifts up or, I asked the same question.
And if food services has that much money left over, why can't they donate it to our budget?
And again, Dr. Ross, explain how, we're making it sound like food service is sort of not part of Gateway. Food service is part of Gateway.
Right,
So
it's a separate
I want to
fund.
explain.
It's a whole different animal. I think their budget's roughly $2 million a year. It's basically state subsidized. And the way that it's set up, it kind of breaks even at the end of the year. Like the general fund's are totally different. There's money that carries over in their following year. Food service is not set up to design by the state to make money. It breaks even at the end of the year for the most
So
part.
you said that it's largely
Well, with the
funded by the state.
the state,
So do you know the breakdown? Like, their $2 million budget, how much comes from the state?
so off the top of my head, probably like around 1.8 million, all the different subsidies that we get from them. And then like during COVID, they were paying for our lunches, things of that nature.
And was this a budget line in the food service?
Yeah, it was in the
budget
food
that was
service,
approved?
yes.
We'll get all that information you asked. We'll have it for you.
Mr. Lorenzo is supposed to have the specs for the vehicle to meet by Wednesday of this
Right.
week.
It would be good to see, because you're just saying they're supposed to.
Because I'm not even
be
sure if he's asking
Right.
for a refrigerated vehicle.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice to know if that's what his intent is, because Jack said we haven't had one up to this point, right?
Right.
We used to years
We
ago
used to.
until it broke down.
And then we never
We've
replaced it.
never replaced it,
We never
right.
replaced it. But you're saying that his budget is supposed to break even technically?
Right. at the
So,
end of the
but
year.
this vehicle's gonna come out of his budget, so if he's
Right.
breaking even, how is he gonna get the money to pay for the vehicle?
Well, he budgeted
He
for it.
budgeted for
He
It's in the
already
budget.
budgeted
It's in
for
his
that.
budget, in the food service
Yeah.
budget.
We need to maybe see that. I don't think we've ever really paid close attention to that budget. Like we-
Yeah, it was on last one.
So they'll cover the insurance for it also?
What's that?
Will they cover the insurance for
Oh,
that
yeah,
vehicle?
yeah.
Out of their budget?
Yeah.
This is the budget under,
See the difference in the
You gotta
type.
remember now, his employees come out of his budget too,
Right.
Right.
which is a big part of it too.
Right.
No, I was saying we'll be able to, maybe you'll tell us the difference in the price of a regular vehicle
Right, we'll have all
versus
that.
the
Yeah, but
refrigerated.
this is just the approval to advertise, we're not buying anything yet. That's all.
Get all that, we'll try to have it
Get
for
all
you
the
on
details.
Friday.
and yeah, which line in the budget
Yeah.
Mike,
was
if,
specifically there, 'cause there's an equipment line and I'm assuming that's what it was under.
First of the
But it was
purchase.
in both years, so.
It wasn't specified as a vehicle, it was just equipment.
Not that
So
I'm
that's,
seeing,
that's
but
what you said.
I'm just wondering, okay, so they have been delivering the food. I've seen them dropping food off and put them in the big freezer off the dock.
Right.
So when they have to go to the other schools, we're not talking, we're going miles and miles and miles. So what they're taking to each building, that's why I'm sort of, are we talking refrigerated just for refrigeration? Or are we talking for frozen? Because I know when we do the distribution, they actually bring us a refrigerated truck because of.
No, all I know is he was going down to some 48 and see what different kind of units they had for this vehicle.
Well, maybe we can.
We'll get all the information.
Yeah, we'll get all the
that or
information.
invite him to the school board meeting.
Thank you.
So 8.2, what is the agreement between YMCA and school district?
That's the before and after school program, and they reimburse us for the snacks that they provide the students.
They means the YMCA.
The YMCA, yeah.
Oh, their activities at our campus.
They have a before and after school at Ramsey.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Susan, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna ask, 8.9, now, I know earlier in the year, last year really, we were talking about, or the school year, we were talking about different banks and all. Is this referring that we decided on dollar bank?
This is just following proper protocol. We signed a 3-year agreement with Dollar Bank.
So every year we have.
Every year we have to do this.
Okay, and is there a reason why we use Dollar Bank versus
Well, when we switched last year, because the prior bank was fee driven, and we got a better rate with dollar bank interest rate on the money we have sitting in there, which was like a little over $1 million last year, and no fees.
Okay. Yeah, I know we had a meeting.
Yeah,
and
they
discussed it,
came
And they came
Yeah.
and they discussed, so obviously they have the best deal.
And a lot of stress on me switching banks.
Their deal was almost precisely the same as, was it First National?
Yeah, First National.
Based here in Monroeville.
Yeah.
Remember, Mike did that rubric, and there were, I think there were 4 banks, and he graded them,
Right.
and those 2 banks
Right.
were almost exactly the same.
Right.
The Dollar Bank each of them made a proposal based on rates and things which were
Right.
exactly the same. And then it became kind of the ancillary things, like both banks said that they would be partners in finding businesses to buy those medallions on our scoreboard. Both banks said they would be doing our financial literacy program, actually this year, which only Dollar Bank did.
Yeah, they were in the middle school a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering how we.
Yeah, they were in the middle school.
Dollar, because
Yeah.
both of them, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And I
the-
assume the PNC account is fully closed at this point.
what's that?
The PNC account is fully closed.
Just about, yeah.
Just about.
We're waiting until some checks clear their John off on.
Do we need to then say that, something about that in
Right.
here if they,
Once it's final, I'll have it on here.
okay. But do we, because we have to designate Dollar Bank for the depository, because we still have some money in PNC, do we also have to address that
I'll have
in
them
here?
closed up at the end of the month.
Okay.
I'm just curious on 8.6, I believe I've asked this before, I forgot. It says high school football student accident insurance, $3,890. Are other athletic teams get insurance too, or through the district, or how?
I believe this is what we've had in the past.
Yeah, this is just for the parents that purchase it for their students.
This is no cost to the district.
8.6 is for the parents that purchase additional students for their,
This is for
And if
that
the
high
kids
school
play
student
sports.
accident insurance down
Right.
there for football
right,
is just for football,
yes.
and that is the parents
That's
purchasing.
a parent if they want to purchase it.
If they
And the
wanna-
same thing with the other 2 above it, the $27.98.
Okay, so that 27 is for anybody
Right.
who plays a sport for Gateway.
No, that's just for regular students.
Other regular students. I'm
Right.
concerned about all the athletic.
Athletics, this is just for football.
That's my,
Because
that's
that's
my
a higher
question.
rate if someone gets hurt, that's probably the most serious, sport to have a major accident.
Well, that's what they said when a girl snapped her leg in a soccer game and you could hear it in the
I
stand.
mean, I can ask them if they provide.
Company only offers what they offer.
Is that's my question. Is
Right.
that only available so parents, if they want their kids covered, would have to do it outside the scope of
Right.
the district?
I mean, I can
Is that
find
my
out
question?
if they have additional athletic insurance.
I just wondered if we want to make that available if we do have it, parents,
If they offer it.
if they offer it.
Right.
Correct, only because you never know what happens. I didn't think that night that the girl was gonna crack her leg like that either.
Right.
So, if they don't offer it, that's fine, but if we could just find out, that would be
Sure.
great. Yeah.
Any other questions?
The insurance premiums at 8.7, I assume that was the budget amounts, I know we're not that far past the budget, but I didn't know if you had those before.
Yes.
8.8, only 1 year, Mike?
8 point what?
8.8, only 1 year?
We have to renew them every year.
You call me off guard.
I was gonna see who was paying
July,
attention.
and you're December, right? The secretary's December.
Yes, because I think Lonnie's term expires this December, so I think then I have to be renewed
Yeah, with
or
the,
named after.
because we talked about
I was
what?
finishing out their term.
I think that probably goes with the school board
The school
organization, and then
reorganization.
the treasurer stuff goes more with like the fiscal year finance, yeah.
Everybody good? All right, awesome. We have no board member resolutions. Do we have any comments from residents on non-agenda items? No? Dr. Rodney?
Couple slides here for an update. There we go. All right. not advancing, Mike, it's only going the one way. There we go. All right. Just really wanted to talk a little bit about graduation ceremony. It was a beautiful night. Just wish all of our students the best of luck in their future endeavors. It's always great. It's the culmination of really not only this year, but of their time here at Gateway. So it was a great ceremony, and we wish them nothing but the best of luck in the future.
And also, congratulations, High School Bowling National Championship. Our team went down to the national championships, and the Gators overall team took 32nd in the nation, and Alon Wallace took 40th in the nation. So congratulations to them. And also, congratulations, Dr. Levine, grade 3 teacher, won Teacher of the Year.
This is just a reminder, really not only kindergarten registration, but any registration is open all summer. This is the banner that's on the website, so if you go there, click on that, it'll take you to all the details you need on how to register for school for the fall.
How is our registration going?
It's up a little bit. Kindergarten, I think we were about 100 away from what the demographic study and what we think internally. So there's still more work to be done. Usually it's a rush in August. We would rather that rush be now in June and July. So we're not adding classrooms at the in August. So we'll be pushing this out on socials and in Parent Square. But just want to make sure parents are aware that it is ongoing throughout the summer.
Could you maybe through the library, because there's a lot of usually summer reading programs, if people are like showing up at the summer library program, that might be.
We have a partnership with
Yeah.
that's in there, so yeah, we'll let her know too. We'll get some flyers posted over there.
Yeah, that would be
Yep.
helpful.
This is just a reminder, free lunch throughout the summer begins June 17th, tomorrow, through August 7th, Monday through Thursday. It'll be at Evergreen Elementary in the Pitcairn Borough Building from 11 to 1.
Good, I'm hungry.
One question, have they said anything about the next school year with the free lunches, breakfast?
It's still up in the air.
Okay.
There's still some
Yeah,
days.
it seems like we glossed over that Dr. Levine thing pretty quickly. We're talking about like the Teacher of the Year in Gateway, I mean, in Pennsylvania.
WTAE.
No, this was the Education Partnership Elementary School Teacher of the Year
Is that a national?
organization. It was just an organization that promotes,
It was on WTAE.
Oh, the other one.
That was a high school teacher, Ms. Condi. That was we touched on that last time, Ms. Condi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jack's question, is that like a big national deal or?
No, there's an article on the website. Jeremy did an article for it. We pushed it out. Yeah, it's the Educational Partnership Elementary School Organization Association. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she's definitely a go-getter. Absolutely. And the back to school event, just to save the date, we're still working more on the details, but it's gonna be August 14th from 4 to 6 at Gateway Middle School. And so we'll be sure to publish that on the socials, the website, and Parent Square as well.
So the board can serve their hot dogs.
There you go. There's your.
Come meet the board.
That's it. Hot dogs, hamburgers. There you go.
Take a tour.
It's for the whole district though.
District-wide, K to 12.
District-wide, that's
Yeah.
district-wide, John. not
And what do you plan to do?
I think we talked a little bit about this at the educator or the curriculum meeting. It's just an opportunity for parents to come. We're going to have stations set up, for instance, like Skyward, Parent Square, Pupil Services, but nursing, health services will be there, that type of thing. Just some of the other resources that are available for families.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's a nice soft start to the school year. If they have any questions, this is a week or so before school starts, that we'll have people there to help out.
Are we gonna have a station for vaccinations or anything like that?
We're still working that out. I'm not sure about this year, but there'll be some health services there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And translators, right?
Yes. Yep. And then the school calendars, this is the banner that's on the website. So for parents, if they need to know our calendar for next year, it's been on the website, but just wanted to make sure that they were aware of that. It was also blasted out in their newsletter.
Can I ask a question? I know we were talking about community service. Is this an opportunity for when we have events like that for community helpers?
On the 14th?
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's not moving the bricks,
Yeah, right.
but,
I would that.
you said it, not me.
So for one of the things would be our help desk at the high school. They could have iPads and Chromebooks there and maybe be available for parents. So that'd be something above and beyond what they do.
Yeah, and it's a great way for
Yeah.
kids to put it on a resume as a
Right.
community helper, helping at events like this.
Yep.
You know,
For college.
yeah.
Our Interact kids work very well with our distribution, our backpacks and things like
What
that.
about the other kids?
I mean, they're available as far as
The
that.
only challenge with this is it's August 14th and we don't have the kids available,
But
we have,
we communicate.
yes, yeah.
Now
Right.
with we've improved our
Yeah.
ability to communicate,
Right.
there might be a kid that is not doing anything for the summer and mom and dad might encourage them
Yep.
to participate. It's a great way to get them involved in the community.
Yep.
And pay it forward.
Mark that down.
Dr. Rossi, just out of curiosity, we were talking about kindergarten. Those postcards with, you're going to try to use to get charter families back into the district, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are we going to do anything with that coming up here before school starts to try to sway people to come back? Or how are you envisioning using that card and when?
It has been sent out already. It's been distributed
out to
to
the
all the
charter
charter families. Yes.
Okay, so if they decide they have the summer to come back to Gateway and re-register here?
Yep. And then we have a pamphlet and then we're keeping track of that. And yes, and then we're also sending digital, like a Parent Square, the part of our Parent Square database. So that was an initial, and then we'll follow up throughout the summer.
Your Parent Square, that would be them telling other people.
That'd be like the newsletter will be sent directly to those families.
Oh, okay.
In addition to that
Can you
postcard.
let us know how it goes, since this is like a new thing that you're doing?
Oh yeah, we want to get the numbers like as of July 1, compare it to last year,
So you
see
guys
where.
you anticipate
Yes,
you'll
yes,
see some
yep,
activity?
yep,
Okay,
yeah.
it'd be
Yep.
good to know how that worked.
Yep.
That
Right.
actually did anything. Okay, great.
Do you know for the August 14th back to school day, will schedules be available at that time for the kids, or will they need to know any schedules for this back to school?
It'll be close. It'll be very close.
There's usually like school orientation.
Yeah.
So where they do get their.
Yeah, it'll be close. I can't guarantee that. It all depends how the summer scheduling goes.
Okay, this is not conducive on schedules though, this back to?
No, but it will help the parent if they having trouble with downloading Skyward, where the schedules, because you could be overwhelmed. There could be 25 tiles there, and which tile do you need to go to? So that'll might be helpful to like a first-time parent might be overwhelmed with Skyward. We'll have Micah and his team there to kind of go over.
Oh, so just not for the kids too, the list?
All for the parents too, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
great.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
all right, awesome. Anything else for you, Dr. Rossi?
Nope, that was it.
We do have, we had one board committee in June that was the equity and curriculum. Susan, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Again, thank all of you, board and other residents, members who came out to the Gateway School Board Curriculum Equity Committee meeting Wednesday, June 4th, right here. We had very good attendance for that. We had like a total of 22 people attending, and that was including our board members as well as the residents. And we did get what we have been talking about all the time, but we do get it anyway, data. And we want to always see data that gives us an idea, where is Gateway in terms of the math and the reading and the growth, the achievement. And that's what we wanted to see, and that's what we were focused on a lot for that particular meeting. And even Dr. Jen Hoffner presented as well. I wish she was here, I wanted to say her name, Dr. Jen Hoffner. And we had even special eds, we had Tara McCrum And Dr. Threed also presented some things related to the diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we were very pleased. That was the last meeting for the school year, and we'll get started back hopefully August, I believe. Do you think, Dr. Chakey? Maybe August?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we'll discuss that. But I was just so appreciative that so many came out and a lot of them did want to see where we are. They wanted to see that data. So that's something I hope we can continue to always show so that they know that with our, gateway, where we are and where we're going and so forth.
Can I ask a question about the data? As much as I appreciate the data, is there any way to make that data easier to digest? Because when they were up, when all those graphs and everything, they look real pretty up there on the screen, and you see everyone looking at them. For some people, it could be kind of challenging to have to break that all down to
It could be
really,
overwhelming.
to really understand it. And I want to give everyone an opportunity to understand that data. Is there a way to give us a version that's easier?
Well, that was my least enjoyable class, statistics, so good luck with that.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the databases that we're using. So for instance, Acadience is not very robust. So that one would be a little more challenging. MAP is robust, but there's a lot. So we could probably work with that MAP data a little bit more. With the PSSA data, we don't have that yet. It's starting to trickle in.
Right.
So we'll do a better job with presenting that data with the Future Ready that comes out in October. So we could make sure that's a little more user friendly.
Okay, so how about this? Right, so we've asked this question a number of different times in different ways. We used to see something that, what was it, the US News and World Report, school rankings, which I assume coalesced a great deal of data to do this ranking. And that was something people could see easily. I understand it wasn't as detailed as educators might like, but for the folks in the world who want to say, how's your school district doing? This is something that you can look right at and say, this is where we were in 2005, 10, whatever. So is there another version of that? Do they still do that? Does that
Yeah, and there's the niche ratings.
Right.
The niche ratings. Yeah. There's Pittsburgh Business Times. There's those as well.
So maybe we could get together at least, we don't want to just pick one of those because they probably use different strategies, look at different data, but if we got, I don't know, I'll have 3 or 4, whatever is easy to do, and then look at those over a few years.
And see where we're ranked in there.
Sort of an overall thing without so much detail that if you're not, a PhD, you just, you're right, it's nice graphs and when you're done, you think, I still don't know how we're doing.
Right. Every 9 weeks, the kids are getting a report card. It's like, is there just an
Does
easier
that mean
way?
something? Exactly right.
Yeah, like, okay.
Is that too simple?
10 kids, or this number of kids, this percentage of kids are, below proficiency, and this percentage is above. Like, we get that every 9 weeks, right? Is there any way for us to take that data to kind of give us a gauge of where we're at?
Yes, we're also implementing something with Skyward too. It's more of like a data depot that we just implemented a couple of weeks ago. So that'll give us more data that can be a little more user friendly for people, because I know it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's good to see where our money is being spent. And if people, we can refer people to the website and they can see this, like, oh, okay, now I know why our taxes are good. Look, they're putting the money into the schools and our kids are doing outstanding. It makes it a little easier to.
So coming up, once the PSSA data, we could start with that. We'll get that information, but with that comes with some growth. PVOS is called. It's more of a growth. So we'll have that once that comes in. But keep in mind that we don't have that yet. But we'll make an effort to make sure that we get that out.
Okay, thank you.
A couple questions on that. You mentioned August the 14th to parents. I'm glad you brought that up, Robin, because one of the confusions is when the parents get like the map testing and they get that stuff sent home, the sheets, maybe at the 14th, you can explain to them a little bit more about what they're seeing, like if you had a sample of what that looks like.
They do that at open house.
Well,
They should, that should happen at the November, the parent conferences.
Or the parent, whatever,
Parent conferences, that should happen.
Yeah,
We're trying to standardize, meet the teacher night as well.
well, apparently they're still a little confused. I think the more times you say it, the more times they'll get it, because they may not all show, but because that's come up about they don't quite grasp exactly. But the Pittsburgh Business Times, isn't that pretty clear? That's really, it's not clear?
So the Pittsburgh Business Times just came out, and the data's a year old. So people think, oh, this
That's
is,
a year ago.
it's last year's data. It's already a year behind when it came out in May.
But at least it tells us
Yeah.
how people did
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, and we have that, but but people think it's a lagging data. So
It's
But
not.
the data, the curriculum was from
current,
24 to 25,
right, yeah,
May to May.
yeah.
Okay.
See, the thing is too, on the data, the charts that you had shown, even if the kids were in the red, they did have growth. Some of them did have growth. So we don't see
You
that.
can see that granular
Correct.
aspect of it, right, right.
So they are improving, but like you said, we're not seeing it.
Yeah, and that's what we have discussed. Dr. Chakey had mentioned that several times, that we may not see it, but there is growth. There may not be the achievement level that we want, but there's growth getting toward that achievement.
And that's fine, as long as there's growth and we can see it. It was just too much. And it
So there
was-
is a Pittsburgh Business Times ranking for 2025.
Yeah, but that's a year-old data, but yes, we have that.
What is our ranking?
Well, I'd have to get past the paywall.
We have it. Yeah, we do
Buck
have
Chapel's number one.
It's called food service if they got my
That's right. Maybe we get some bags of ice in a truck, then we can subscribe to the Pittsburgh Business Times and see if we're better than Pittsburgh Public, which I think was 86 out of 92 or something. So anyway, yeah, there you go.
Nothing else. Motion to adjourn?
Can I ask one more question? Do you have any updates on so that when we get
All in favor?
EVAS data and all that, did we hear anything about we're spending money to get it so it's more current, so we don't have to wait months to get the PSSA data? Where are we at with that?
What do you mean?
Or are we gonna have to pay, they're gonna computerize it?
Well, we're not, we decided to pay, to purchase
Right,
earbuds and keyboards because the PSSA is going online.
right. So are we about to do that? Are we about to pay for that? So next year we won't be saying we haven't gotten the
That
PSSA?
has nothing to do with that, it's all up to the state. When they score it, it's up to the state, right?
We don't have a clue if that's gonna.
Now, you would think because it's digital, they would get the data immediately.
That's what I thought.
Right, and that was part of it, but there is still open-ended, meaning they have to have people come in and score the open-ended essays, which is gonna be difficult, because for our students, transitioning to that from handwritten to.
Okay, so we're not.
There's one question, audience.
I can handle that afterwards, after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See us after.
There was
Do
a
that
motion
again.
to adjourn.
And all in favor? Adjourn.